Good morning. We'll give just a moment to clear the waiting room. Good morning. This is the voting hearing of the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Thursday, May 29th, 2025. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. While the public is encouraged to attend, there will be no additional testimony accepted this morning. Begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred on Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. Item number one, Azumi LLC doing business as Zuma, located at 1 Dalton Street. Date of the incident, October 22nd, 2024. Assault and battery, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Assault and battery, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And failure to cooperate with Boston Police investigators in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.10A and B.
Thanks, Danny. The testimony and the video they provided, I thought was helpful. In the end, I don't think this incident could have been prevented, but I do take issue with their lack of cooperation with the police. I think they did the right thing by calling in the hotel security. However, I think the manager had a responsibility to return the police phone call. So those were my comments.
I agree. I don't know. For me, I was questioning whether it rose to the level of an actual violation, and maybe, maybe I could give them the benefit of the doubt on maybe a little bit of not much experience with the issue. So I was kind of on the fence whether it ticked into violation. I mean, it was definitely concerning, but I didn't know whether we should find a violation or just kind of lock in what we talked about at the hearing with correspondence. So I was kind of on the fence there.
I agree.
Yeah, we could certainly send correspondence. I think the word is proactive. Like they really need to be proactive in responding and making sure that they get the police what they need.
And I do think they understand the seriousness of it and what they should have done based upon how they've changed their procedures. So again, with emphasis on what Commissioner Curran and Commissioner Saxon said, I guess I would be looking for correspondence from the board and to docket this so that we can refer to it should there be another issue in the future. And no violation on the 2 assault.
Yeah.
So no violation across the board. Correspondence from the board regarding the importance of proactive cooperation, and the incident will be docketed as well. Great. Item number 2, BUHDTX LLC doing business as Boston Shops, located at 52 Temple Place. Date of the incident, February 10th, 2025. Assault and battery, employee on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I did not see a violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, Adair Inc. doing business as Ned Divines, located at 2201 Faneuil Hall Marketplace. Date of the incident, February 16th, 2025. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
A few comments. I think the staff member that joined the hearing on Tuesday and who was in the video and the one that was involved in this incident did a great job explaining to me and to the board and to all of us exactly what was going on and what his mindset was when he was interacting with this patron. He did a really good job trying to de-escalate the situation as well. Based upon what I saw, I did not see a violation.
I agree.
I agree.
Oh, you're on mute, Danny.
Thank you. Item 4, Restaurante Cesaria Inc., located at 266 Bowden Street in Dorchester. Date of the incident, February 28th, 2025. Radio call for a fight inside that spilled outside to the sidewalk, patron versus patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
This seemed very random to me. I didn't think it was foreseeable. And the restaurant testified that they have since revised the dress code to see if that would help with some of the behavior that something like this, but all that together, I don't see a violation.
Yeah, I didn't see a violation as well.
Item number 5, Dorchester Tavern LLC, doing business as Dot Tavern, located at 840 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester. Date of the incident, March 16th, 2025. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, pepper spray, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A, and failure to notify the Board of Armed Security in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I'm just going to address the failure to notify the armed security. They don't need to notify us of pepper spray. As far as the assault and battery, I appreciate the video. It was very helpful. That being said, I did not see a threat at the time. There was a person in line who didn't get out of line. There was no punches thrown. I didn't feel like that this was a self-defense situation. So I see a violation here.
Yeah, I mean, just in addition, it seemed to me like the police report, the bouncer basically admitted to an unprovoked pepper spraying. So all the video did was kind of back that up. I think I didn't find it credible that he felt a threat at that moment. So I had a violation, definitely.
I had a violation too. He was walking away.
I would vote for a warning.
Yes.
Violation with a warning, and was that no violation on the failure to notify?
No violation.
And item number 6, the K's Inc. doing business as Sissy K's, located at 6 Commercial Street. Date of the incident, March 15th, 2025. Overcrowding on the second floor, mechanical count 126 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
So this is an overcapacity on St. Patrick's Day weekend. They submitted screenshots of the upstairs in groups of 10, color-coded. The capacity for the upstairs is stated to be 96, and the pictures, I think, showed us, is it 30? No, 70. So the pictures showed 70 people upstairs. This was a tough one. Even if they didn't capture the entire room, I don't think they were over capacity based upon the numbers that were shared with us and the pictures that were shared with us. They did testify that they had an additional staff member at the top of the stairs. So I did not see a violation.
Yeah, it was a strange one because, taking them at face value, the pictures, if they accurately represent that moment, I don't know what happened with the count, but I couldn't find a violation. It definitely is a little weird that our mechanical count apparently showed 126, but the pictures, I'm going to take them that they are what they said they were. So I'm going to go no violation.
Same from the pictures and the testimony. I don't find a violation.
No violation. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred yesterday, Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. Item number 1, Nana's Boston LLC, doing business as Nana's Green Tea, located at 175 Newbury Street. Manager Pui Chung Siu, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, Chafeo Boston Common Inc., doing business as Chafeo, located at 130 Tremont Street. Manager Lin Shun Lian, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 3, Beatori LLC, doing business as Hey Tea Newbury, located at 223 Newbury Street. Manager Kan Miao, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 4, JT Fresh Local LLC, doing business as Bluefin, located at 660B Center Street in Jamaica Plain. Manager and hours of operation have both been amended on the record and with a subsequent revised application to be Jason Tucker and a 10 p.m. closing hour, respectively.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 5, Five Iron Golf Seaport LLC, doing business as Five Iron Golf, located at 311 Summer Street, has applied for a license to operate 2 bowling lanes on the above premise with manager Seamus O'Sullivan and hours of operation 6 a.m. to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 6, Union Club of Boston, Inc., located at 7 to 8 Park Street, has petitioned to change the manager to Robert Williams.
I vote to approve.
I do as well.
Item 7, GSTH Investment Group LLC, doing business as Bijou and Rock and Rye, located at 51 Stewart Street, has petitioned to change the manager to Joseph Ganem.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 8, BNV3 Inc., doing business as Wink and Nod, located at 3 Appleton Street, has petitioned to pledge the license to Merrimack Valley Credit Union.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 9, Seaport Hotel Limited Partnership, doing business as Seaport Hotel, located at 1 Seaport Lane, has petitioned for the approval of a management agreement between Seaport Hotel Limited Partnership and CTH Mayflower LLC.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 10, Shack Foods of Back Bay LLC, doing business as El Barco, located at 50B Dalton Street, has petitioned to transfer the license to El Barco Back Bay LLC, doing business as El Barco at the same location. Amanda Allen, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour, and has also applied to update the description of the premise to in 1 large room on the ground floor with various dining areas with seating for 140 patrons, additional counter seating for 17, bar seating for 23, office, storage, restroom, and kitchen located in rear, altogether comprised of approximately 6,000 square feet with 1 entrance and 2 exits.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 11, Crimson Ventures LLC, doing business as Cantina Italiana, located at 346 Hanover Street, has petitioned to transfer the license to Gomes Enterprises, Inc., doing business as Cantina Italiana at the same location. Jenna DeLucia, manager, 1 a.m. closing hour, and has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Eastern Bank.
I vote to approve all.
I agree.
Item 12, BU LLC, doing business as BU Bistro, located at 3840 Washington Street in Roslindale, has petitioned to transfer the license to Oda Bar and Bites, Inc., doing business as Oda Bar and Bites at the same location. Ergus Struga, manager, and an 11 p.m. closing hour. And this is one where JPNC has asked the board to defer its vote.
Okay, I vote to defer.
Yes.
Deferred to allow for the completion of the community process. Item 13, FP Restaurant Inc., doing business as Restaurant Bella Vista, located at 288 Hanover Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to Jen Alston LP, doing business as Jen Korean Barbecue House, located at 121 Harvard Ave in Alston. Joy Kim, manager, closing hour 11 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, 1 a.m. Friday to Saturday.
I vote to approve the transfer and to approve Ms. Kim as manager of record.
I agree.
I agree.
Items 14, 15, and 16, Democracy 154 Maverick LLC, located at 154 Maverick Street in East Boston, has applied for a farmer brewery pouring license, a farmer winery pouring license, and a combined wines and malts pouring license under Section 19H. Manager James Raza, closing time 2 a.m.
I vote to approve. I believe Mr. Raza has already been approved by us, Danny, is that right?
That's correct, at the downtown location.
So I vote to approve the license.
I vote to approve across the board. Yep.
Agree.
All 3 petitions are granted. Items 17, 18, and 19 are all new license applications for on-premise licenses. Chairman Joyce, would you like to deliberate or defer these until after all of the applications for May 23rd deadline have been reviewed?
I vote to defer.
Deliberation will be deferred on items 17, 18, and 19. Moving on to non-hearing transactions, the following are applying for a new common victualler license at a previously licensed location. Item 1, Mi Pulgarcito Mexican and Salvadorian Food, Inc., doing business as Mi Pulgarcito Mexican and Salvadorian Food, located at 571 Washington Street in Dorchester. Manager Jesus Tejada Esquivel, hours of operation 10 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 2, Hibachi 2U Mass Corp., doing business as Hibachi 2U, located at 1728 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester. Manager Yurong Feng, hours of operation 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 3, Anna's Taqueria LLC, doing business as Anna's Taqueria, located at 84 Summer Street. Manager Robert Favuta, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 4, Chow Ang Family Inc., doing business as Anna's Hand Cut Donuts, located at 2056 Center Street in West Roxbury. Manager Chow Fan Bun, hours of operation 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 5, Arsoto Inc., doing business as Chacho's Pizza, located at 1502 Tremont Street in Mission Hill. Manager Angel Guzman, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 6, Abamar Inc., doing business as Brother Deli Restaurant, located at 1638 Blue Hill Ave in Mattapan. Manager Abba Noob Gurgis, hours of operation 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 7, J&B Food Services LLC, doing business as Cheese Louise, located at 80 Causeway Street. Manager Ian Lubkin, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 8, HTM Inc., doing business as Pho Bar, located at 1403 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester. Manager Jason Wynn, hours of operation 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Item 9, Hong Shun Inc., doing business as Nye Brother, located at 40 Harrison Ave. Manager Shizhong Lin, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
The following, now that an outdoor patio does not require a formal alteration of premise, the following is applied to add an outdoor dining patio to their permanently licensed premise description. Altamira Banquets LLC, doing business as Mi Pueblito Orient Heights, located at 964 Saratoga Street in East Boston, has petitioned to revise their description of the premise as follows. Just give me one moment to find the two. Geez, 4,974 square feet total, 1,158 square feet in one room on the first floor, with one main dining room, lounge area with bar for 8 seats, 954 square foot kitchen and rear of premise, 2,112 square foot basement level with function room, bar for 7 seats and storage rooms, and the addition of an approximately 750 square foot seasonal outdoor patio on private property, April to October, weather permitting, with seating for 40, closing hour 11 p.m. One main entrance exit on Saratoga Street, 4 additional exits, 1 on Saratoga Street, 2 to patio, 1 at rear of premises.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And the following is applied to make changes to an already existing permanent outdoor patio. Raw Restaurant Group LLC, doing business as Miha, located at 1 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has proposed to amend their description to restaurant at ground level on the north side of the building, with a side patio adjoining on the street level and rear exit, covered and uncovered. Indoor, 4,161 square feet. Outdoor, 1,714 square feet. Restaurant contains 2 entrances, exits. Kitchen and storage are located in the basement. Capacity interior 150, exterior 90. Patio is on private property with a 2 a.m. closing hour and seasonal April through October. This is an enlargement and an increase in capacity of their existing patio.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Following is applied for a new in-holder license at a previously licensed location, 304 Newbury Street Residential LLC, doing business as 304 Newbury by Thatch, located at 304 Newbury Street. Manager Brent Burke.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
And the following have applied for one-day amendments to their existing licenses. Item 1, AHF Speedway Holdings LLC, doing business as Charles River Speedway, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied for a month-long extension onto their patio space from June 1st to June 6th, June 9th to June 11th, and June 13th to June 30th, from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item number 2, Notch Brighton Taproom LLC, located at 1420 to 1440 Soldiers Field Road in Brighton, has applied to extend their Notch Brewing license for the Brighton Bazaar Vendor Market on June 10th, June 12th, July 10th, and July 24th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and June 15th from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
Item 3, Adair Inc., doing business as Ned Divines at 2201 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, has applied to extend their license into the contiguous space of the upper rotunda of Quincy Market on June 11th from 3:30 to 9:30 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Agree.
And item 4, the Catered Affair Inc., doing business as the Catered Affair at 700 Boylston Street in the Boston Public Library, has applied to extend their hours for one day on June 14th for a wedding with a 1:30 closing time and all guests out by 2 a.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Board has before them a list of applications for special one-day alcoholic beverages licenses, which have been administratively reviewed by staff for approval by the board. And there are 3 items on old and new business for a vote. Item number 1, the board had deferred disposition of the following violation to allow the licensee to submit additional materials. This is J Bond LLC, located at 25 Kingston Street. Date of this incident was March 8th, 2025. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, a gun, patron on patron ×2, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
Approve.
I'm sorry, this is the violation.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the violation.
Yes.
I apologize. This is the one we heard how many weeks ago?
3 or 4 weeks ago, I believe.
So they had submitted to us a previous safety and operations plan for a separate incident that they were before us. And I believe firmly if they had followed that safety and operations plan, this wouldn't have happened. They did not want anyone that came in, and they did not want this person that came in who had a gun under his hat. So they did not follow those, their own security and operations plan. So for that reason alone, I see a violation.
I agree. I mean, the previous incident that led to them submitting that plan goes to foreseeability. This was foreseeable and they didn't follow the plan that they told us they were going to follow. It was submitted in order to lock them into that plan. It was easy violation.
I agree strongly.
Violation as to the disposition?
To me, this was egregious. This was really a dangerous situation. And to me, this rises to the level of a one-day suspension.
Easy. Yep.
I agree.
Violation with a 1-day suspension. Item number 2, the board deferred disposition of the following transactional matter. Selli Associates LLC, doing business as McDonald's, located at 301 Warren Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to change the hours of the licensed business from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. for drive-through and deliveries only.
I cannot vote to approve this extension of hours. There was a lot of opposition from the community. I think it's a public safety issue. I think the opposition was based upon public safety. I don't believe that this extension would be in the public good for this neighborhood. So I would vote to oppose this extension of hours.
Yeah, I think it was also lacking in support. I agree. And just in addition, there really wasn't a strong expression of support. So I didn't see an approval here.
As did I.
Would this be a rejection with or without prejudice?
A rejection with prejudice.
Meaning they cannot return to the board with this application for at least 1 year.
Mhm.
And item number 3, the board deferred disposition of the following transactional matter as well. Selli Group 2 LLC, doing business as McDonald's at 146 to 146A Tremont Street, has petitioned to change the hours from a 12 a.m. close to 3 a.m. for deliveries only.
This is the same applicant, 2 different locations. I am willing to give this location a chance with the extension of hours and with a caveat that they're closed and only open for deliveries at this location. So I would vote to approve that.
How did we feel about their kind of description of how they would set up when they were closed? It did, this is right on Tremont Street in downtown Crossing.
Yeah, you raised a good, I think you're raising an issue that I'm recalling now as we're talking. Yeah.
Because they talked about having a foyer. I don't think they really have, they just have one set of doors out to the street. Should we have any kind of requirement that they kind of bring out a setup that really brings the food out to the front. Because they talked about having like a walk-up, like installing a walk-up window, which they don't have, and I don't know if we want to talk about that or just some sort of system where it's clear that they're closed and people can't make their way into the restaurant. So that was my only. It didn't seem like this restaurant is really set up for this, so I wasn't like fully convinced that they're gonna make a setup where it's gonna be appropriate for this kind of only delivery setup. So that was my only reservation.
Seems like we should ask for that.
I agree. Why don't we ask for something to be approved by us in writing that that demonstrates that they thought this through and that makes us feel comfortable with their plan they have in place.
Great.
So-
So sounds like,
So similar to like a floor plan about what the physical setup is going to be at this delivery only time that would be kept on site and we would be able to enforce it,
Okay,
right?
Vote again.
so we would
I-
want them to submit that first, and then we would condition our approval on us feeling comfortable with that plan.
I think I
Especially at
would.
this location, because sometimes is a misunderstanding about takeout and delivery. It really is should just be delivery, not people coming in for takeout.
great. So it sounds like the board is requesting submission of a late night operations plan for approval by the board before they decide on this matter. Great. Is there a time limit that we want this by, or just, defer the
I don't think we should issue their license with the change of hours until we've had a chance to review it and approve
Great.
it.
So this will be deferred then until there is a late night operations plan submitted and approved by the board.
Yes,
Sounds-
Great. Those are all the matters before the board this morning, so that will adjourn this hearing. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your day and weekend.
thank you.
You.
Thanks.